Okay, I'm gonna talk about Yuru, and after 3 episodes, I love it. I think this might be one of my favorite anime this season, and this coming from someone who have already read the manga. I love the manga. I really like the manga, and I think the anime really captured the essence of the manga nicely and made it extra more. As in, how should I say this? It's very good. Okay, I'm jumping the gun. Okay, what is Eurocamp? Eurocamp is a slice of life hobby anime. I said this plenty of time before. Hobby anime is when you take a certain hobby and make a certain specific hobby, and usually the theme of the anime is about the a certain activity itself rather than a more story focused rather than being a more story focused thing. And in Eurocamp, it's about camping, and so far it has been great. The art really is faithful to the manga. It's soft. The color is very soft and fluffy. I think it feels warm, and the music is really great. The comedy and the acting is on point. The pacing is very good. It is an anime that makes you relax and have fun, and you chill out. The characters are endearing, just like the manga. And the voice acting, I have to comment a bit on the voice acting because my previous video is about Ramen Daisuke Koizumi-san, and I think the voice acting is very subpar there. But in Eurocamp, the voice acting is really on point, especially the main character Nadeshiko and Shimarin. Nadeshiko especially, I think the voice actor really understand the style of humor and the delivery required for this kind of humor that the original writer used. And unlike ramen, camping is much more interesting because it has so many other aspects of it, from from the site of camping to the setting up the tent to the actually going to the campsite, and then the heating, the eating, cooking, and various other stuff. And it's really interesting. Like, it's very educational, but at the same time it's very entertaining anime. The comedy is on point. The I'm repeating this, but I have to repeat that. I love the pacing. It feels very relaxing, and that's a really good quality for a slice of life. Like, when you write a slice of life, you can make it you should you should decide whether you want it to be more comedic or more slice of lifey. And in Eurocamp, it has great balance between the two. But usually, in the more if you tend towards more to the slice of life aspect of it, I think you should try to make it relaxing to watch. Like, another Soul anime I watched before, Flying Witch, is very relaxing to watch. It's calming. The music fits really well with the steady and calming up scenes and scene transition. How the transition between each other, and how the story move slowly. It focuses on a lot on about the activity being done in the campground. And so far in 3 episodes, it is really good. It's heartwarming. It's The character interaction are really good. It's humorous. The characters are I said the characters are very endearing, and I want to see more of them. And commenting specific on some specific way how the anime scenes were written, and I really love how they sometimes switch they switch characters randomly into another characters. Like, after these 3 episodes, it introduced a total of about 5 different characters, and sometimes they randomly change perspective to another characters randomly in the middle of while the other few characters are camping. Yes, that's not another I have to comment on that. Just because you make a slice of life anime with like a club anime setting where there's like three characters, 3 4 characters in a same club, you don't have to make them being together all the time. This is a mistake that I see in a lot of Soul anime. In Yuru Camp, they are constantly separate, being separate, doing their own things. And even later on, I read the manga. Even later on, it's not like all 5 of them are always together. They are usually split into 2 different groups, and that's a good thing because like in many Soul, if you put every characters always together, it can get tiring. Like us, a typical club anime can get Soul anime can get boring if the characters are always together. This is another thing what make Gochi Usa really good. That the characters in Gochi Usa never really they are constantly not together because they are in different class, different year, and different school, work at different places. I think I can talk about that in another episode. But so far, what should I say? The music is there's lots of acoustic guitar, and it really fits with the adventurous setting. It's very it fits with the adventure setting of this when they are going to they are camping in the wilderness after all, and it's just really solid so far. The animation is solid, the art style is solid, the color is good, the joke is good, the music fits really well, and I'm really looking forward to more into the future episodes. I think it can be my favorite this season. Anyways, stay tuned for my next video. Thanks for listening.